happy shoes. I've got my happy shoes. My happy, 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 happy shoes. They walk away my blues. They're my happy, 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 happy shoes. They're my happy shoes.
This is Spotlight TV, and I am your host, Christian Lestat Bussiere, for the P-Bow Home. Who are we here with today?
Len Kabasinski, Killer Wolf Films.
So what's going on with Warriors of Apocalypse?
Warriors is going to be done ahead of schedule. We had thought it wouldn't be ready until like next fall, or at least late summer, but it looks like it's going to be ready in the springtime, maybe even late winter time. What we're going to do with it at this point, I'm not sure. Screeners will probably go out around then, and we'll just kind of see what happens. We probably will play local shows. We might go right to distribution. We're not sure yet. But it'll be done ahead of schedule. So, you know, I am not going to rush anything because all the digital shots. I learned from Fist not to rush the digital stuff. I think some of the Fist stuff is crappy because it was rushed, and I don't want to make the same mistake twice. So, and hopefully we won't. So it looks like late winter, early spring for Warriors.
So what's going on in the magic of the editing for the movie?
We had changed editors after a couple months. We went with a two-man team. One is a 3D animator, and the other is a pure editor, but also does some digital effects work. So it's nice to have two guys on it, and they're moving and doing the job as we speak. So.
What do they do different that like the other editors didn't do?
The 3D animation stuff. The other editor I don't think was adept at that, and that's what these guys went to school for, and it's what they do. So not that the other guy didn't do that, but these guys are hungry, and I think they bring a little bit more passion to it, and so we're excited to have them aboard, and hopefully they'll be on board for a few films. We'll see.
So there's definitely going to be a lot of upgrades with Warriors.
Yeah, sound and lighting. That was what we wanted to do first, was sound and lighting, and we had some other filmmakers help us out on that. So sound and lighting, we want to make improvements. I think we did that. Sound for sure. Lighting, definitely. I think Fist, we made improvements there too, but I think Warriors will be better than that. So I think we made the necessary improvements that if you watch, like I've always said, from film to film to film to film, you can see improvement each and every time. So, and I think you'll see that with Warriors.
What's going on with the new film?
Yeah, the new film is called Wendigo, Bound by Blood. It's kind of a tale about the Native American legend of the Wendigo. Wendigo could be interpreted a lot of different ways. So, in pop culture, pulp, kind of indie movies lately, even some more mainstream movies, Wendigo's seen as like a werewolf or Bigfoot type creature. Mine's not like that, where we don't have a Bigfoot creature in the movie or anything like that. It's more of like a Wendigo psychosis type of movie where it's more about like demonic possession. There is no Bigfoot running around. So it's more of a creepy movie. We'll still try to have some campy elements. It'll still be a killer wolf movie. There'll be bullets, blood, and boobs and that kind of stuff in it. That's not going anywhere. It's not a martial art movie where Warriors, there's probably a fight every 5 minutes on screen. Wendigo is much more of a character-driven movie than my other ones, so we'll see how it works.
Now we're going to see a lot of our town talent, or what's going on? What the talent roster is going to look like on that one?
For Wendigo, we're bringing back Cheyenne King, so we're excited. She's been cast. Brian Anthony's been cast, who was in Fist and Warriors, so it'll be our third film with him. Some out-of-town guys will just be some of the wrestling contacts that we've met throughout the past year, 2 years, so we'll have them. But a lot of the stuff I'd like to cast locally. I'd really like to. This is my first chance where I'm not casting a B-cinema type talent. This will be purely local to the area, meaning Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Erie. It'll be all local talent, so this is the chance to get out there and try to nab a starring role when in years past we've gone with name actors, and this kind of, and not that I didn't want to do that this time, but it's winter time, traveling's difficult. I didn't really want to put a strain on any of the actors I usually bring in from out of town, so and I wanted to shoot, this has to be a winter movie, so with the script, and I thought, well, let's do it all local and see what happens.
Now, how's the networking going? What's the upgrades and networking that the new networking tricks that you've done lately that you haven't done before?
Lately, I'd say, you know, a lot of it's just networking into distribution and finding out what options are and stuff like that. It's really hard for me to want to go away with or go away from the guys that released the Swamp Zombies and Curse of the Wolf and Fist of the Vampire, that kind of stuff. It's hard for me to want to go away from Maximedia or Brain Damage Films because they've been good to us, and hopefully we've been good to them. So in terms of Warriors of the Apocalypse or even Wendigo, who knows, maybe, you know, all 5 films go with them, and, you know, we're talking about a Killer Wolf Films box set down the road, who knows.
You know, locations I used for Warriors Apocalypse, like there's a lot of people probably looking out for the movie to see like locations they're used to. What locations was used for Warriors?
I think the only thing really recognizable that people will see from the Erie area is probably the tower on the bayfront. We used that for a couple scenes. Not that you get a good shot of the tower or anything, but some of the scenery and stuff off of the tower, I think people will recognize. There's a shot of the Laker in 2 or 3 shots there, so people, I think, from the area will recognize those kind of things. Some of it was filmed in the Roadhouse, but I mean, people I don't think will really, you know, recognize the parts we used really, unless you're a you know, frequent patron there. So maybe you will, maybe you won't.
So you got anything else to say to the Killer Wolf fans out there that's looking for more and more?
Yeah, Wendigo, it'll be our first winter shoot. I'm excited about it. It'll be a tough shoot, but it'll be back to our 8 to 10 day shoots where we wrap everything in that amount of time. I'm really looking forward to working with primarily an all-local crew. Our associate producers are local this time. You won't see some of the Killer Wolf names you've been used to just because of the, you know, proximity, the weather, you know, what we're doing this time. So, I mean, we're filming in the dead of winter for this movie, so a percentage of it will be shot here in Erie. A greater percentage will be shot in Western New York. So we'll see. I think it'll be a different movie for Killer Wolf fans. If they're used to the, you know, the blood and guts and boobs and fighting and stuff, that'll still be there. But it's a little less campy, and I think we've gotten a little less campy each time. I think Warriors will play out kind of comic bookish, where the new one I think has more of a creepy element to it, and yeah, that's my job as director and producer to pull it off. So if it doesn't, it doesn't, and it's my fault. And if it does, hey, great, good job, everybody. You know, so that's what's going on. I hope to see a lot of people out at auditions. It's a tough time of year, a week or so before Christmas here, so. You know, we have, but I'd like to get a big local movement behind Wendigo Bound by Blood and see what happens. But we're looking forward to filming. Definitely a different time for us. Dead of winter should be different, freezing, cold. So, but you know, with new challenges comes you know, new victories for us. So.
You're still looking for local musicians, right?
Yeah, we always get local music and stuff, and I prefer to use local bands and musicians as often as I can. So yeah, we're always accepting. We pretty much, I mean, this time we filmed 2 movies in, you know, 8 months, so we haven't done that before. But yeah, we pretty much accept stuff year round from bands and stuff. So we always encourage that. So.
Do you ever hear any other filmmakers talk about your belt?
Not yet. Maybe it's discussed and I don't know it. But not yet. I had one guy said, another local filmmaker said that if he had the belt, he would just wear it around nonstop, and I thought that was funny. So, but yeah, a lot of the wrestling guys were jealous of it, saying it was better than the belts they had through their companies, and I thought, yeah, you know, it's a compliment. So, but.
So you got anything else you want to add to the people out there?
Just. Hope to see people out at auditions. Warriors of the Apocalypse is on the way, and Wendigo auditions are this weekend again, 6 to 8 p.m. It's at the Playhouse Rehearsal Hall on East 12th Street, and hope to see people there and check out the new work, and keep involved, keep up on the MySpace pages and the website, and we'll keep things updated for people that want to know stuff.
What is the website?
KillerWolfFilms.com.
And people can find email and stuff there, all the information?
Yeah, they can link there too. That site, usually that gets updated every quarter, so once every 3 or 4 months that site will get updated. The MySpace thing is a little more easier to just jump on and do real quick, so and that's just myspace.com/KillerWolfFilms.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
This is Christian Lestat, motherfuckers.